So my name is Lee, and I grew up in a large family. And when I was young, there was 5 of us in the family. My mom divorced when I was born, and so she remarried a couple of years later. And so there was a total of 10 kids in our family once we had the 2 families together. And in a family that size, I was able to pretty much disappear, and so I didn't really feel like really part of the family often. So I'll give you an example of that. When I was 5 years old, we were camping. It was near Mount Rainier, and there was trails there, and there was just farmland nearby. And somewhere along the way, I encountered a black Angus bull that was on the trail. So the 2 of us took off, and I was screaming, and this thing went the other direction. Well, the trail we were on was a loop, and as we came around on the other side of the loop, I was running alongside this giant black Angus bull, and my family was not too far away in the campground, so I ran towards them, and everyone piled into the family station wagon, and when I got there, they had locked the doors. So I pretty much knew when I was young that I was on my own, and that was a challenge for me. And so my mom divorced again, so we didn't have a father figure in the house. But the place we were living, we had a pastor that lived nearby, and they talked about Jesus, and they talked about God, and how that God was a heavenly Father, and that was attractive to me, that there was somebody that would be there, unchanging, there forever, pretty much. And so I made a decision when I was about 12 years old to accept Christ and to be baptized. And there was a little bit of a delay because the pastor wanted to baptize my entire family, and successfully, myself and 3 of my brothers, my sister, and my mom were all baptized on the same day when I was about 12 years old. And so later in life, it was nice to have a relationship with Jesus, and there was just a lot of challenges that I kind of sailed through because I had that trust, I had that confidence. And when I was in college, I got married, and my wife and I were married for 32 years. And in the last couple of years, she had developed an aggressive form of cancer, and she passed away just a couple of years ago, just before the pandemic. And so I was alone again, and thankfully, I have a relationship with Jesus, and I've got God as my heavenly Father, and that's been a big comfort for me. And I have complete confidence that I will see her again, and that the time that I spend here is all profit. I've got all my friends, I've got my church family, I've got the participation in the worship team, men's group, you name it. I mean, it's just this is a really good time for me. But I couldn't imagine it without God and without Jesus.